We're good. We're good. We're good.
They say we're good, but are we really? This is Supercast Brothers podcast where I go crazy because I can't start the goddamn show without people opening their mouths. Hi, we're back, unfortunately. Zantok, of course, I'm still around. They really don't pay me enough for this. We have Jonno as fucking always, and we've got two other yahoos here today. Kellyjelly, who's been on a few times, several now at this point, with his Kellyjelly special Smash Dashes, and Eebit, who has been on twice, I believe, talking previously about the Everyone Is Here trailer for Smash Ultimate, which is still crazy to think that that ever happened. And then a character move step for Adelaine from the Kirby series, which was one of the character episodes that gave me some stress.
Stress? Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep. So there are some where I get a little stressed. And that was one of them, because we were having a lot of debates. And I was like, oh shit, I have to figure things out when posting. Fuck me. Lindis also did that to me with Flamezone. I was like, oh goddamn. But you don't have to worry about that today.
Great North, huh?
Today we're just doing on topic. What is our topic? Well, you already read the title. Why the fuck are you waiting for me to tell you? It's, I don't know, whatever you're looking on. You either saw it before you started clicking, or you can look up above. Don't ask what the title is. You should already fucking know. Now these two may not know. And if they don't, then I'm questioning everything because we told them when we invited them on. And if they forgot, that's not on me.
I don't know.
But before we get into that, we do what we always like to do now with On Topics, and by always, I mean Season 3 onward. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Jonno, what's been going on with you since our last On Topic?
Hello, my friends.
Question mark.
It's so great to have you both here, as well as Lister, as always, for the many episodes we've done. 73 so far, in fact.
Wow.
What a time. What a time. We can all get you down for the 100th together. We can all celebrate with a Canada Dry.
Everyone is here.
We do have something planned for the 100th. I just don't remember offhand what it is.
I'm looking at what.
Oh yeah.
That might actually be something.
Yeah, that'd be
teaser for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be next June, actually.
It's about this time next year. Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, things are going well. By the time we reach our next on topic, or actually by the day that this comes out, I will be in California.
I'm sorry.
For TurboTaxer / Kansan. TurboTaxer / Trevor's special day. They've had a few special days in their life. They graduated from UC Berkeley. They graduated from Roseville High School, and somewhere along the way they had a few successful tooth extractions. But now it's time for his wedding. He will be wed. It'll be a very traditional wedding. There will be a broom. It'll be quite interesting. So looking forward to that. I will be his best man. I mean, to the chagrin of probably everyone here. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. There's not going to be a broom though. Maybe I'll bring my own. It's actually going to be like a 10-minute wedding, which I'm looking forward to.
So you're going to supply the bananas?
Chocolate bananas, yeah.
Excellent. I'm sure they'll enjoy
No,
them.
golden bananas, like on Donkey Kong Country, the TV show. You make love like a golden banana.
If you take the golden bananas, the Kongs go after you. I don't recommend it.
I'm just gonna make love like one.
Okay.
Metaphorically. Not in.
But
way. It's just that's just the name of the song. You'll find out Donkey Kong's a slow jam singer on that shit.
Oh yeah, he's nobody's hero.
Well, some would say there are no more heroes. All right, Jake, what's up with you? We haven't had you on since season 2, so this is only season 3, but it's still been a while. Actually, no, wait, was that season 1?
Am I making a once seasonal appearance? Because
Actually, I
that's distant of me.
No, that was season. I don't think
Yeah,
it was season 1. We didn't have you on it all in season 2.
Oh, okay.
Welcome
Well,
back.
hey, good to be back. Long-time listener, first time appearer in season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much is up with me lately. One of the cool things, well, maybe cool things that I've been working, I've been getting involved in a Fire Emblem decompilation project. So if you don't know what that is, what I've been doing is there's a bunch of people who have dumped all of the assembled code of Fire Emblem 8, so the Sacred Stones, and that has been written out in ARM assembly. And so the goal of that is to reverse from the ARM assembly to a higher level C programming language to make it much more human readable versus the more machine readable assembly instructions. So in the end, what that means is it enables people to do some really cool things with what is sort of like but isn't the original source code of Fire Emblem 8.
And you could theoretically use that to mod the game, couldn't you?
Yeah, totally. So part of the goal of that is that as you kind of piece together all of the different parts of the game, you'll start to understand like how they laid out things like the memory structures of like for example, like the convoy or like something like that, how items are laid out in the memory structures and things like that. So it would allow people to write some pretty cool mods in the future, maybe if the project takes off.
We could even
Very cool.
make our own Fire Emblem game based off of that.
Totally, yeah. I guess a little bit of a plug of a community is that there's this community called Fire Emblem Universe, or FE Universe, around this. They are a big modding community for Fire Emblem, particularly the Game Boy Advance games. And yeah, they do a lot of really cool different mods and ROM hacks and stuff like that. So I'm not really involved super much with the community, but they do really cool stuff. So shout outs to them.
All right. I've always wanted to. You guys know I've wanted to do a game for years. I have all the ideas, but none of the talent. So yeah.
Well, it would be fun. It would be a lot of fun. So maybe a good topic for another episode, perhaps maybe another on topic.
I mean, we did discuss one earlier. I think it was this season, our first on topic where we talked about like what we would do for like to quote unquote fix the Star Fox games and where we would take the series from here post Command and I guess post Zero. But Zero is a remake of a remake of a remake. So.
Ugh.
Was Command not also kind of a remake of a remake?
No,
I don't recall.
Command was about the Anglar, the fleet.
That's right. Okay, completely different.
Yeah, it was actually in the own timeline. But Zero is just the same exact plot as 64, which is the same exact plot of the original. It's like, cool. Half your games are the same plot, Star Fox. The F.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly.
Jake's shirt is the color of a golden banana. Just wanted to add that in.
I
There.
mean,
Little banana.
his name bar here on the episode is the same color as well.
Wow.
I sense a theme.
You're our player 3, essentially.
Yeah,
Nice.
our golden banana today.
That was not planned at all.
Nope.
What is?
Very little on this show.
Kelly, what about you?
Besides
What's going
what
on?
you've done.
Hello. I'm doing pretty well. I've been working for the last couple months as an animator at a place called Mainframe Entertainment. That's going pretty well so far. I like to think so. I must be doing something right. They seem to like me.
You haven't been fired yet?
I haven't been fired yet.
They obviously
Probably just
would.
being you.
We've been we recently started watching The Office, my parents and I, because I've never seen that show, and it's been high time we got into it. I'm liking it so far. Very very awkward and sarcastic style of humor. So that's kind of our main go-to show right now. For games, I recently finished a game that I kind of stepped outside my ballpark for, Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology on 3DS, which was really cool. Very neat little Atlas RPG. That game got better as the more I played it. Definitely a great story and really good characters. Almost like a Chrono Trigger light. Not to say that's a bad thing, but just kind of like a bit more streamlined. I still got to play that too. Wow. And then more recently, I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which was very expensive because I think it's gone up in price because now 3 is coming much sooner than I anticipated. Now in July
Yeah.
instead of or now
Mhm.
I gotta try to finish that in 2 months.
Good luck.
Holy cow.
Xenoblade 2 is
Yeah.
a huge game. I mean, so
big
is the first one, but god damn.
It's a heavy one, yeah. I'm working away at it though.
You also got
Azurda.
to do the little, the extra
Azurda, that's
story
right.
mode at the end, too.
Oh, the Torna expansion.
Yeah.
We'll see if there's time, maybe, but I don't know. It might be tricky because 3 looks pretty gosh darn good, and I hope it's kind of a blending of the two worlds, which it seems to be billed as. So I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
I mean, the first trailer looked like, okay, we've got species only in the first game and species only in the second game. Why does
And
this
some
look? Why does this
mysterious
character look like
figures.
somebody else we know? Why does this character look like somebody else we know? This is all weird,
Mhm.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gosh darn Van Damme, it looks weird. Yeah.
That's right. There was a character in the trailer that looked like Van Damme from the second game too, which was very confusing as well. It's like, what the fuck? Okay.
Like him with a different hair color. Like it's with his voice.
Yeah.
Like precise voice. Kelly, Mainframe Studios, besides Ratchet and Clank, of course, but you also made one of my good friends' favorite films, Once Upon a Time in 2003. They made one of Caleb's favorite films, Barbie of Swan Lake. So very.
I know that
Yeah,
one.
we're looking forward to the sequel that you're working on.
There's quite a few. There's
Oh,
quite
no,
a few
they
Barbie
found
movies.
me out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fired now.
Don't worry, I'll edit it out. It's fine. It's fine.
You didn't break any NDAs.
add a bunch of bleep.
If we guess, it's fine.
We
You didn't
didn't hear from
confirm
you. We just checked out
anything.
Barbie Studio
I am-
spoilers on Reddit.
Andrew Garfield. I'm not in Spider-Man No Way Home. Believe me.
God. Jesus.
I just loved all the press leading up to that movie where it was like Andrew
Everyone
Garfield
knew.
like vehemently denies that he will ever show up in Spider-Man, and Tobey Maguire's out here like, I'm Spider-Man, I love being Spider-Man.
It's just the perfect like dichotomy of just a contrast.
God, that movie was
Like,
good.
what are you gonna do? Cry
Two
about it?
Maybe.
Doctor Strange just came out, and now it's also really good. God damn.
I still got to see it. I still have to go watch that.
The Illuminati will see you now.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, as for
It'll be
me,
a time. Oh,
I recently had my local convention, Planet Comic Con, and I got a few things done there. We got my little Mewtwo amiibo, signed by The Voice.
Oh, nice. Oh, Dan Green.
Hell yeah. I got my Waluigi amiibo signed a few years ago, and now I'm starting to be like, you know what, this might be a thing I do. We got Pokemon Platinum, signed by the current voice of Ash Ketchum. Final Fantasy X, signed by Tidus. And many other things. Goddamn, dude. Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, also signed by Dan Green.
Wow.
very nice.
That's
Kingdom
just a
Hearts
nice game.
3 by Mickey Mouse.
Very nice. Oh boy,
Mickey
Mickey Mouse. He's gonna be in Smash Bros.
Yes, actually, no. God, no. I found one person there that had like a bunch of little art, little panels like these. And
That's
I
cute.
figure I can just put these on my wall in Smash
Wow.
64 CSS order. Because
Wow, that's
god
so
fucking
cool.
damn, love
That's awesome.
this shit. And they had a bunch more characters too. I just only got these. Then I figure next year if they come back, I'll get any other characters that I see that are in Smash that they've done.
That's
Those are
so
very
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
There's
I
James-
like how Fox is like from Assault, but that's the only outlier. Like instead of 64 Fox, it's Assault Fox.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
Donkey Kong isn't the same image either, but they still
It's
look
still-
pretty good.
They look awesome. That's really neat.
And a nice
Ravenclaw.
little
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw black.
Nice. Very cool.
Heidelberg's house.
For those Danganronpa fans out there. The voice of the Luck
Ooh.
Boys. I got a picture with him and his signature.
Bryce.
Very cool.
Which I found out in line right as it was my turn. It's like, oh shit, he's also the voice of Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. Fuck.
Nice.
I'm pissed off because if I realized this, I would have taken my copy of the City of Final Fantasy to get signed. God damn it.
I first knew him as voice of Henry from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah, he did that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Great character. Yep.
Oh,
Yoshi.
Bum,
From
bum,
Yoshi's Story.
I got a lot of art, guys. A lot. A
That's
sort of Mario
awesome.
Kart painting.
Who is doing these? Are these all
Variety
from
of artists.
different people?
A lot of people from Artist Alley vendors.
Very cool.
That's
Yoshi-
super awesome.
Oh,
Wow, you really did get it. Quite a haul. That's
Man,
awesome.
you haven't even seen it. I mean,
Holy shit.
we might be at half now if we count all
It's
the
magnet
Smash
in front
Bros.
of it.
characters. And then I have a bunch of other
Very cool.
Final Fantasy 7 ones, like all in this style, where it has two characters. So we have like Red and his father Seto. We have Vincent and the Galleon Beast. Cloud and Zack. Several of those with different characters.
cool.
Nice.
And by the same person also did the Sephiroth and this Joker.
Another dang
Very nice.
And then something fell. Oh god. More Yu-Gi-Oh shit.
Cool.
Cool. Very cool.
You guys can't really see it in the background, but the Smash Bros. Poster I have back there, that was done by Mighty Pegasus, who I talked to a good amount. And I also got this Batman that he did.
Cool.
Sweet. So
He's
Super
working-
stylish.
Yeah, he's working on another Smash poster right now. This guy's going to have all the DLC characters on it. He's been posting in-progress updates on his Facebook page
That's neat.
for the Avatar fans.
Wow. Very snazzy.
I don't see the Navi on there.
And you never will. Because I'm not going to see the next movie.
I guess I should give you the shout out to this one poster that Jacob got me. This nice Smash Bros. One. Oh,
As I was about to show another Smash one.
Speaking of,
We've got a duel of the Smash posters.
Hell yeah!
Sorry, Kelly, the one that you have doesn't have quite as many everyone is here type of vibe.
This one is missing some people. Look, I think it has like some of the
That's
DLC, but
Kelly's
not all
favorite
of
one.
them.
hmm
But I'm not sure. It also has Shadow the Hedgehog, and I don't know why it has Shadow the Hedgehog.
Assist trophy, of course.
But no other assist trophies are on here. So it's like I don't know, but it looks good. So it's like
I'm
fuck
sure.
yeah.
Is
I gotta
Mr.
find.
Is Mr. Saturn on there? I know he sometimes
Actually, I
gets.
think he is
fucking-
somewhere.
You're an unlockable character.
Yeah,
Every attack breaks your shield. Top tier.
I don't
Perfect.
see him, but I'm pretty sure I noticed him on here at one point.
Don't see him, but I
I just don't see him right now. I don't know.
Lister's dog is named Mr. Saturn.
That is not correct.
Whose name, Mr. Saturn?
You.
Wah.
Very nice.
Some more Avatar.
Cool.
Hanging Ape.
Princess Leia constellation form. Kind of hard
That's
to tell,
cool.
but hell yeah.
That's really neat.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
And then for the Thor Ragnarok fans,
Very nice.
Classic.
That's awesome.
good shit, good shit. Eventually I got to figure out how and where I'm going to put it. Oh dear. Hey dog, please don't walk on any of this or I'll gut you like a fish.
Okay.
Someone's doing well tonight.
Now, I did have technically two other things, but I'm going to save those for the next episode.
Ooh,
So
surprise.
there's going to be a little teaser.
Stay tuned.
Little teaser.
Oh, the intrigue. Totoro.
Yeah.
Boink. Hey, Totoro.
But that's what I had happen with me, so that was a lot of fun. I also got my picture taken with John Delancey and Gates McFadden from Star Trek Next Generation, and with, fucking reading his name, Ralph Macchio from Karate Kid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He was supposed to be there last year, but he couldn't make it. But they still had the actors for Johnny and Kreese, so I was going to put my picture with them last year.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Martin A didn't make it this year, right? But at least
No, he was supposed to be here this year, but he canceled, unfortunately.
Got it.
Usually,
Maybe
if they
Reggie
cancel,
some year promoting his
God, they don't have the money for that. I'm surprised that some of the people they do have the money for, to be honest. They get they get some big names, and it's like, all right, and the rest of you, peanuts.
They got the Mr. Peanut voice actor there
Yes.
from
Baby
Pancers.
Peanut.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
It's the same.
From
It's actually the
Biomiracle
same voice actor
Boba.
for Baby Eric.
Isn't that just Eric?
Yes.
Like he's just there.
Yes.
It's like, hey guys.
But yeah, that's all I really had going on. That there's been some less positive things, but you know, fuck that shit, right?
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
Right,
Onwards and
something that you
upwards,
write
like the
before
movie
every day.
Onward and the movie Up,
It's like that.
Both
Yeah.
starring Chris Pratt.
of which I've seen one of them.
Which one?
Oh,
And you hated it because
I don't like
whatever.
Up. I don't. I know it's sacrilegious to not like Up, but guys, listen, I'm sick of the portrayal of, oh my god, there's a merit badge for everything. Fuck off. Also, I don't care about love stories. No.
What is love?
People die. It's normal.
But
Stop
a golden banana.
What is love but a golden banana? That's true. Very philosophical
I thought
question.
it was grief everlasting. Or however
Hold
that quote went.
went.
I love that movie.
What? What movie are you talking about?
That one's. Yours was the Logie quote, which is also valid.
Mine was
Yes.
WandaVision.
Oh, that was Vision, not Loki. What the hell am I talking? Oh yeah, his was love as a dagger, not a golden banana.
Turn my phone so like this. Is this gonna affect?
Oh no. Oh no, Kelly is crashing. Kelly.exe has stopped responding.
It hasn't rotated for me. I'm not sure if it's
It's not
rotated on the
rotated at
OBS
all.
layout. Aw, unfortunate.
Did I break it?
No, you're fine. It's just, it never stopped being vertical.
Oh.
So you were
So
just
you were on a-
sideways. I wasn't going to
Sorry,
say
I
anything
had
until
to-
Jake did.
Brain lock.
I had to plug it in, so I'm just kind of propping it up myself here from the with the wire coming in underneath.
You could
just-
do it upside down and hang from the ceiling, or be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Claude.
be Spider-Man.
Claude from
Well, this-
Three Houses.
Actually, I think,
it worked out.
actually, I can fix this. I can fix this on my end. Hang on a minute. Give me a second.
Oh, everybody
I-
else now. Everyone else is frozen. Okay, now you.
Oh no.
All right, I fixed it. You're good. You look right set up on our
Great.
on OBS now.
Funny because he's upside down on Discord as we're recording.
A little unconventional, but hey, it works.
Yeah,
God, it
yeah.
looked
Why
like
not?
some beast. It's like Jake and Kelly are conjoined and their heads are poking out. It's looking interesting on my side of the camera.
Hang on, I'm gonna make a
I'll
note and send
grab
this to Asa for their next art session.
Yeah, reflections of my life and Kelly's in the pond. looking-
Parallels. ...
Yeah, paradigm shift.
If we all turn sideways, we could do like that
Whoa.
Gorillaz album.
Yeah. There you go. Whoa!
All right. Well, speaking of
This
things that are
conversation sounds
unconventional and rather unorthodox, during the Smash 4 days, they were just like, "Hey guys, here's a ballot. Tell us who you want to be playable in Smash." And the internet just took it and was like, "Okay, we'll do this." And I just, oh dear, I need to fix the thing again because I changed scenes, which means Kelly is upside down again. Damn it!
Uh-oh.
I can
This
fix
is gonna
it.
make for fun. This will be fun to tackle in post.
Oh no, I'm doing it live. What are you talking about?
Unedited, director's
Got it. All right. So, the Smash Ballot. They kind of had before
The
with
Smash
like
Ballot.
after 64. You could like write into Sakurai and make comments, and people suggest characters, and he took some of the suggestions. And then there are others like James Bond that he did not take. Because how the fuck? No. That's not a Nintendo character, people.
Oh, who's going to be in this?
Who's
What
gonna be in
about
this?
GoldenEye?
That's Jacob.
GoldenEye is soccer.
Yeah,
it's
as
really
a spy.
Clearly, we need to have a chat.
Pierce Brosnan too.
What about GoldenEye? That guy from the game GoldenEye. That could be a Smash character.
Are we?
I
Some
will
type
call
of
your
golden
parents,
eye?
sir. If
Well,
we need to
Dr.
have
Tsugangi.
a parent-teacher conference, we can.
Such an ominous threat. That's wonderful.
It should be. Don't make me call white subtitles either.
Are you saying that you're Jake's teacher?
I am some relation.
Okay. I think we'll leave it at that. Let it be fairly nebulous and let it stand where it will.
Yes, we will.
Do you
Speaking-
call him senpai or?
Why would I call him that? He should be calling me that.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Sensei.
Yeah, same thing.
Sensei. Okay.
All right. So
I call him doctor.
Just don't call him late for dinner.
Yeah, I'll kill you if my dinner's late.
I've got a Megan.
You will
clean all the
become
beds, too.
dinner.
I'll tell you.
Also an ominous threat.
If you want to cook me, I mean, you could probably feed a community of roughly 300 for the month. So,
I mean, hey, that's how many people are in Canada, right?
More or less.
just
I mean,
about
yeah.
anywhere but Ontario. Yep. Like, and go to Moose Jaw with the Jonno steak and see what happens.
You
I'm
could
impressed
see-
that you picked out Moose Jaw out of all places in Canada. Good selection. I like that.
Civil War reenactions. I mean, it's a passion of mine.
To each their own.
I mean, I don't see how that's any different than cosplayers.
Hey, that's interesting.
It's
That's a
the
good
s-
connection.
It's the same thing. What's the
You're-
difference between
you're
Civil War
Yu-Gi-Oh!
reenactors and Ren Fair?
I
Not
don't
too
know.
much.
The people you're role playing, I guess.
All right. So Smash Ballot, they announced they're like, "Hey, tell us what characters you want to see in Smash, and maybe we'll do that." Nobody knew how far they were going to take it. Some people were just like, "This won't mean anything," or it's like, "Yeah, sure, it'll mean things for the next game." Which, I mean, come on, that's fair. But what did you guys think when they announced it? I can't remember when they did or like what it was alongside, but I know it was before Cloud was revealed.
I remember exactly where I was. It was near the end of first year at university. I was in the common room of our dorm, and I was watching with my recent friend Burton, and they showed Mewtwo, who we'd known about, and then they showed Lucas, which we hadn't known about, so hype was building, and then all of a sudden Iwata goes, "Hey, now you can vote." This is a big deal. So the other people who didn't know about Smash were looking at these two dorks, like, what are these guys getting so hyped about? And we're like, whoa. So that was a pretty big time back in 2015.
I know I was definitely excited. I don't remember like what my immediate reaction was, other than like, well, I know who I'm voting for, but just
Yeah.
the idea that they would actually ask me, and the idea that Nintendo would care about opinions beyond the Japanese audience, just like, oh shit, what? Hold up, that doesn't happen.
Sometimes it would make you. Yeah, sorry.
No, I think it's funny that you say that because like I do distinctly remember being on like online communities around that time and people being like, oh yeah, they're like kind of making this global Smash Ballot a thing, but realistically, like we all know that they're just gonna end up selecting from like the homegrown audience or something like that. Like it's gonna mostly be the opinions of like the fans in Japan and that's kind of where the bulk of the voting's gonna come from, and people are just gonna meme on it. I think Bodie McBoatface might have been around the same time. So
I know Shrek and SpongeBob were around then with the jokes.
Ori
So,
and
Goku.
Goku. Yeah. It's funny. When you guys had mentioned about doing this episode, yeah, I was looking back at some articles about like who people think were like the top picks from the Smash Ballot, and people are like Goku had to have been up there.
I believe it. I believe he was the high vote getter. Now, obviously, he's not one of the ones that they could select because it's game characters only for now. But there's no way Goku did not get a sizable amount of votes. Whether they were, I'm sure there were some that were like actually like serious that they would love to see him in, but a lot of it was people doing the troll.
Doing the
And
clowning.
And they didn't prevent people from submitting more than one either. You could vote for the same character multiple times or like 20 different characters. There was no protection on it at all, which was concerning, to be honest. But hey, sure, whatever. I only did my one vote when I could have done more, but other people
What
can
an
do what they
honest
want.
man.
I mean, I knew my choice had no chance, so I was like, why bother?
I remember who I voted
Now
for.
I'm curious.
I was gonna say like is
we'll
this a
get there.
tease for the big reveal?
We'll
Yeah,
get there.
I was wondering.
I'll add that I remember I was at home watching that direct with the Mewtwo reveal and the Smash Ballot reveal. Lister was somewhere, you guys, but I was watching with Eric live, and we kind of just lost our shit. It was pretty prototypical gamer reaction, to be honest with you. Nothing crazy to report home about, but yeah, it was a good time. And again, I know who I voted for, and I know some of who I voted for actually got into Smash at some point, so I'm happy with that.
So you voted multiple times then?
Maybe like 5 or 6 times, yeah.
All right,
Maybe
all
more
right.
than that.
maybe 20 characters, and 10 of them were Mickey Mouse.
Oopa, in fact.
Oh yeah,
Baby Eric.
that makes sense. You would do an Oopa. Yes.
Yep.
So speaking of,
Zelda.
I guess we can.
I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, Zelda did not exist back then.
He was calling to me.
He was probably in development though at that point. I imagine.
He was. He was calling to me from beyond the ether, and I felt him.
A brief concept in the universe.
And there I knew a flick of consciousness from space time, and
Sure.
Beautiful.
Sure.
Yeah.
Better to tell yourself at night, kid.
It's not me who tells myself it. It's Herda.
I'm sure it is.
Like a whisper in the night.
Yep.
All right, so
Yes,
let's
Grant.
go ahead and get into who we all voted for. Mine should be no surprise to anybody. It's my number one character that I've wanted since Brawl. It's Gino. Come on.
Come on.
Mario RPG was one of the 4 games that I grew up on as a kid on SNES. I mean, there were other games, but they were the 4 main games. Mario RPG, Yoshi's Island, Mario World, Mario 3. That was my childhood shit right there.
Tetris Attack.
The Tetris Attack was one of them as well, but that was on like the next tier. The next tier.
Gotcha.
The next tier also included Street Fighter 2 and Page Master, actually.
What?
Yeah. But I will never stop calling for Gino to be in Smash. I know the odds are low, but hey, the more characters we add, the higher his chances get. Really, if you think about it. Because that just means
Maybe
like,
we'll
oh
get
hey,
Boshi.
Waluigi got in? Alright, that's one more character not ahead of Gino. Hell yeah, let's go. We'll get in there eventually. It
At
may
least
take Smash 100, but...
Are you familiar with a YouTuber by the name of Papa Gino's?
I am actually. I'm subscribed to him and I watch some of his content. Mostly his leak
he's
cover
got
stuff, but
his whole demeanor is very professional. Yeah, he was a pretty big. He was a pretty big coverer of the leaks back in the day.
oh yeah,
So-
I'm in his Discord channel and I have it set up so that whenever they tag the leak spec group, I get a ping. So I keep updated.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Friend of the show.
That'd be nice.
Eventually.
I'd be cool with that. That'd be fucking awesome.
Mhm.
I would even say let's do a Geno move step, but one, I know he's done it already, and two, I've done it already.
shoot.
It's on the wiki. So we'd have to Mallow!
Hey, there you go.
Hey, there we can do Geno. Let's talk.
Frogfucius.
Progfucius.
Yeah.
Balome, my favorite.
There you go.
Do Frogfucius.
Oh,
Big
the
Yoshi.
gears are turning. I like that. Yeah, big Yoshi.
There you go.
Alright, we'll have an up special. But
This is on the
it's
fly.
the
We're
clown
seeing
when
the
he's
genius
being
at
hung
work.
up by the fishing pole and they pretend he's floating. I mean, come on, it's an obvious choice to the up special.
There you go.
But
There
the
you go.
rest,
There you go. There you go.
maybe something with Todovsky, or he hits you with
There
the
you go.
ribbit stick or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Something with the,
Yeah.
with,
Stay
the with
tuned.
the pie.
Pie, yeah, pie.
He throws a cricket pie. I don't know. That's a weird
We'll,
one.
we'll work
Eats
on
the
it.
cricket pie for
Yeah.
an extra skill. There you go.
Oh dear.
He
Oh,
eat
dear.
of the cricket pie.
He eat the cricket pie. He drink the iced cat. From Moose Jaw. Frogfucius, what a guy. Oh, and I'm glad that you came up with Yoshi's Island when you were young, because I mean Yoshi's Story came out later, and that's the best Yoshi game, right?
Yeah, Yoshi is clearly the best Yoshi game.
Yeah, Yoshi's
This
Story.
sounds contentious.
What a tie.
A friend of mine who has appeared on the show, Suji Fuji, says that Yoshi's Story is the best Yoshi game. We're just like, no.
Friend of
They're
the
all-
show.
Yoshi's Story.
Friend of the show, Suji Fuji,
But-
check her out. But she is wrong about
It's-
Yoshi.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like saying like Lion King 2 is better than the Lion King.
I mean, obviously the best Lion King is Lion King 1.5.
Oh, that's a
That-
contentious
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that the one with Timon and Pumbaa?
Yeah, their origin story.
Rosencrantz
I wanna
and
make
Guildenstern
a-
are dead.
Make
Oh, that's
There you go.
unfortunate. When's the funeral?
make a
Ah,
Timon and Pumbaa assist trophy.
God.
Timon and Pumbaa assist trophy. There we go.
I mean,
Mickey
if
Mouse
we were
gotta
to
get
get
it first.
if we had like a Disney like Smash game, which I mean, hey, we've got fucking they were the Cartoon Network one before. We've got a Nickelodeon one now. WB's working on one. Disney, we're looking at
it's a
you.
matter of time.
Where is it?
Easy one. There-
Let me kick ass's Mulan, please.
Mulan
Disney
top
A
tier.
Mulan main.
now
Hell yeah.
looks better than
Mulan,
Chocobo
Mulan,
Racing.
Lion King, Hercules, top tier old school Disney movies.
yeah.
Great
Get
selections.
Phil in there.
Yeah. John, who did you
Hell.
vote for in the Smash Ballot?
My number one choice in the Smash Ballot was King K. Rool.
Oh, nice.
And the
Who
whole-
got in from the Smash Ballot?
Remember when I lost my shit about K. Rool's reveal?
I think a lot of us did.
That was a live in person just meltdown. That was fun. Waluigi as well was one I voted for. Needless to say, the Simon Belmont, Castlevania representation. Sort of bad and kind of like 2 for 3, which ain't bad. Shovel Knight, I mean, assist trophy, that's not bad.
Ooh.
Amaterasu, nothing, but who expected anything?
That's right.
We
Mhm.
could have
I
gotten
also
any
voted for
soon Mii sword fighter outfit though.
We could have. Yep. I voted for him as well. He should be a playable character. And Mr. Orange from Kamiki Village. He
That's
can do the Konohana shuffle.
That's a curveball.
I think Orange
Yeah.
Kid would be a better choice, but that's just me.
From Earthbound?
Yep. Yep. No, I voted for Bubble Monkey
I
and
believe that.
Buzzbugs.
That one
Yeah.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
But I believe Bubble Monkey.
I have a Buzz Spirit on Smashtopia wiki though.
You do. You do.
We should have gotten a Buck
There you
Buck
go.
Bumble Me fighter outfit
Yeah, we should have, and a Glover one as well.
with the track, with the title theme
There
for
you
Buck
go.
Bumble.
Yeah, Jet Force Gemini maybe as well. That would have been fun to get some
Nah, yeah.
Buck Bumble. Yeah.
Eebit, Who'd you vote for the Smash Ballot?
It's a good question, because honestly, I think it was probably Gino. I also, have kind of really wanted to see, like, I think I've, over time, probably got swept up in the hype of the excitement of Gino joining Smash, and I think that, like,
Yeah.
super, like, it's kind of like a meme at this point. Obviously, everybody's like, "Oh, Gino has to be there," but I do
Ridley
love.
was a meme for a while, and he
That's
finally got
true.
in.
Yeah, that's true. The too big meme definitely was alive and well for many, many years. So, but yeah, I kind of think I think Gino for sure. I probably voted for Lip from Panel to Pawn.
Oh yeah.
Always been like, I personally really like Tetris Attack, and I
Yeah.
definitely, which is kind of funny why I mentioned that as well. But I think
It's a
like
good
just
game.
because with her theme in the game and the item, the lipstick, like I kind of figured she would eventually crop up either as the yes, that too, the garbage block. I kind of figured she might crop up eventually. But yeah, she's a bit of a niche character, so I wasn't really counting on.
Every time Sakurai has added in, except for obviously like the first game, Sakurai's added in a character from like the old school NES or SNES days that hasn't really seen the light of day since. It's like we got Game and Watch and Ice Climbers and Melee, we got Rob and Brawl, we got Duck Hunt, and then Ultimate. This is technically the Belmonts, I guess.
Yeah,
but
the Belmonts are a cool addition for sure. I think that I don't know that I would have. Go ahead, Kelly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I read I think it was reported that Alucard was supposed to be in initially because his presence was Symphony in Castlevania, but then they decided on Simon and Richter as the two echoed.
I don't know if like it was supposed to be Alucard, but I do know that like they heavily considered him before it ended up going with the Belmont Bros. And part of me wonders if that's because they knew they could easily do an echo with Simon and Richter. Maybe that was why they did it.
That makes more sense, yeah.
I think that since we're talking about Castlevania, one of the other things that was maybe big around the time, or at least had kind of left an impression on me such that I would have voted that way, is Soma from Castlevania. There was I don't know if you guys remember, but that really cool Mugen mod Card Saga's Wars or Card Saga's Wars or something by those two Brazilian fellows.
Sounds familiar.
The pixel art guys, Abyss Wolf, I think, was his tag on DeviantArt for a little while. Yeah. He made the portrait of all the Smash Bros characters, but there was this like sprite based project. Sorry?
This is an area Sorrow mod?
It was a Mugen project, so that fighting game engine that was really popular. So I think that these two fellows had made like a bunch of sprites and a bunch of movesets to make these different characters from old games come to life, and some of the characters from that were like Cosmos from Xenosaga and Chrono from Chrono Trigger, Master Chief, Samus, Mega Man, I think, was playable. Like, and then they had like a whole gallery of all like the standstill sprites for it as well. And Soma was one of the characters that they'd made a full moveset for, and I think that would have been a really interesting addition to Smash as well. On the topic of Alucard as well, but
fusions.
I know when Jonno and I have talked about other Castlevania characters, Soma is one that he brings up a lot. I never played the only Castlevania game I've actually played is Judgment, which, oof, oh boy, that game. Sure, but why does Simon look like he belongs to a specific type of club?
I mean, Konami.
I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, go look up Simon Belmont Castlevania Judgment, Eebit. Oh dear.
I think there was a time when people were actually didn't want him in Smash because they were worried that they might put that design in. And
if Sakurai wasn't in charge of Smash, that could have been a legitimate fear. But
He
considering
tends to
he
skew
fought for
towards the
Pac-Man's
original.
design, yeah, he tends to whatever. It's either original or most iconic is what he'll go for.
True. Right. Or a fusion of the two, like with Snake.
Yeah,
And definitely like the Castlevania, the NES Castlevania palette is probably Simon's more iconic looking
Yeah.
outfit.
yeah.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
he's definitely based on like the old, the Conan, the art design that
Conan,
he's had before.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
God, Jesus Christ,
Very
his legs.
80s.
What the fuck?
Don't really see that anymore. It was the 80s, so different time.
Yeah,
Everyone's
bad
clamoring.
box art Mega Man.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. Everyone's clamoring for box art Mega Man.
Yep. And
Yep.
he's in Tekken Cross Street Fighter. No, wait, no, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Whichever one that actually released, when they were supposed to release both versions of the game.
Mhm.
Like, why is bad box art Mega Man in this? Why is Pac-Man riding Mokugen? What the
I
fuck?
love it. I love it.
Oh
I
no,
love
what are you
Mokugen.
doing?
These are the
Mokugen's a good man.
crossovers everyone wants.
Eee.
Eesh.
I'm looking over Abyss Wolf's art from back in the day just for the heck of it. They were an amazing sprite artist.
I saw that name recently. I think I was looking at some of his stuff recently, actually.
I believe they have a new game studio that they've come out with. I think their other tags were like Aruan and Orchimedes. And it was two artists, I think, and Aruan was Abyss Wolf and Orchimedes was another friend of theirs. But
Very nice.
I believe that they're starting a new game studio. I can't remember. I'll see if I can quickly find that.
Okay.
Oh, he has demake art for Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do have some of that, which is pretty neat.
It looks
And
like
as
the
for
Chrono
Soma, I
Trigger
mean-
style too. That was pretty good.
I was completely wrong. Also, I don't think that they're Brazilian. They're Spanish.
Okay. Fair. Soma is technically in Smash.
Technically, yeah, but that's a spoiler.
As a spirit?
Yeah, probably. But also, who was Soma?
Oh, that's true.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Kelly, who did you vote for
Soma
on the
is
Smash
Goku.
Ballot?
Yeah, so I was trying to rack my brain to remember. I think I voted twice. I think my first vote was for Shantae, because that was kind of a lot of people. I know WaveForward was pushed hard.
Yeah.
Almost kind of got it in the end. Me costume, not bad. Me costume and and then my second vote, I don't know what, like I had to vote. I voted for Issa from Sin and Punishment Star Successor. I don't know why I did. I just thought,
Wow. Okay. All right.
I just thought, oh, if Saki's pulling out is stuck as an assist trophy, then why not put his son in, because he can fly and stuff.
Sure.
I might actually smash Topia moveset for him one day. I don't know. I just kind of like his design.
All right. Why not? Nothing stopping you, except for work.
So, wish I played that game on Wii. That looks like a really cool one.
I've always kind of thought, did I see, maybe I didn't, but in the Switch Virtual Console for the N64, is the original Sin and Punishment there?
The original is there, yeah.
I believe so. I'm not sure
It's-
if it's all regions though.
Oh, it should be for North America.
I know
think
there's
they made
some
it-
games that they just don't put on each region for some reason.
Because I think that was one of the biggest things that was tempting me to get the expansion, but I decided not to just because I don't know. Money.
Right.
It's always that thing, eh? Money. But yeah, money.
But yeah, the original is great. Everything that Treasure seems to touch turns to gold because the original is great. Wii version is better in the eyes of some even. I wish Nintendo made more Sin and Punishment games, so that game could be the third game.
Me too.
Both,
I want a
both the
light
Japan and
dictator
American
too.
versions have Sin and Punishment.
Cool.
Great.
Nice.
They were
I've
part of
never
the
played
initial
it,
release.
Yeah.
I've never played it, but maybe I'll have to give it a look now, based on the good recommendation of our fair Kellyjelly.
Jake, do you like voice acting? That's like
Yes.
this. in
I do
cutscenes,
love voice acting that's like this.
then you should play Sin and Punishment on the N64. And also, the Wii version.
I like
It's
this.
got
I
that.
love
It's got that.
this.
It's got a bit of cheese, so it's not too serious. Because it tries hard, from what I've heard, to be very serious, like almost like Evangelion-esque theme or tone. But of course, the kind of like the art style, the polygons, kind of push it in the other direction, so it bounces out into a nice kind of B movie kind of like action thriller type of game. I like to play it.
Mhm.
Or sort of like you know how Resident Evil has that
Adam
kind
Sandler.
of just enough like schlock to kind of make it so it's like something like that. I think.
Cool.
Very nice. Yeah, they're fun games. That's for sure.
So we voted for a nice variety of characters on our Smash Ballot. Only 2 of them actually made it in. But when it came to Smash 4 with the Smash Ballot, they announced more or less 2 winners for Smash 4. They said that overall, the most realizable option that they could immediately add was Bayonetta, which I don't know about you guys, but at the time I was just like, what?
Huh?
Huh? Who? Who the fuck is this? I had never heard of her or her games, and I was very confused. Just like,
Oh, you never heard of her?
no, I didn't know she existed.
Uh.
So I was very confused, just like, and I still kind of wonder, just like, okay, how high up was she? Because there's that like of realizable options. Like, okay, so like we later learned like who the true quote unquote true winner is. But it's like, okay, what else had to have been above for that? They were just like, well, we can't really do that for X reason or whatever. Like maybe like K. Rool, maybe he was above her, but they were just like, I don't really know how if we should do that or not. Let's do a third party to promote. And they're just like, okay, well, we can't do Goku. It's like, okay, well, that company, we probably can't do Master Chief. We don't talk to Microsoft a whole lot right now, or any of these other possible options. They decided, sure, Bayonetta, we're friends with Platinum right now. Didn't we help make the second game? Fuck it, let's do that.
Buddy.
Like that's pretty much my theory. It's like we know that like she wasn't the top. I think they said that like she was number 1 in Europe or something, but I don't know how believable that is.
Yeah,
Because of her accent.
I remember a lot of that kind of speculation, and it's like a lot of like, oh, was she big in this region or was she big in that region? Like, was it like a popularity consideration for that? There was all that kind of speculation.
Yeah.
Because I think, yeah, it's a bit of a far-fetched thing to think that she was the outright winner.
Yeah. So like, I think they just wanted to have a third party, and they were basically just looking at the top-ish whatever and be like, okay, who's from a company that we're friends with right now?
Right. I kind of think that, I don't remember really being, like, I didn't really know about who Bayonetta was. I just had a vague awareness of her games as well. But I think that, like, I do remember her being, like, a fairly popular, discussed character around, like, forums that I was on at that time. Like, around speculation, like, folks were like, oh yeah, she's, like, a reasonable option. And then other people would be like, are you kidding me? Like, have you looked at that game? Have you looked at the art style? Have you looked at the way
her clothing?
Like, yeah. Like, there's no way that character is making it into Smash Brothers. Like, are you kidding me? You're not going to see her beating up on Princess Peach. Like, that's crazy.
If I had known who she was at the time, I definitely would have been on that argument as well. It's like, smashing guns, they haven't really done that. Nobody uses one, even if they have it in their character model, Snake and Captain Falcon. Fox has, they have lasers for some of them, but not like a gun.
Yeah.
But, and then just like, her outfit, the way she moves, it's like, that's not very Nintendo friendly. What? That would never happen. And then,
it happened, as it turns out.
Huh. I would be curious to know one day, like, they'll never tell us, but I would love to know just, like, what was the, like, full top 10 or even top 20? They won't tell us because they want to use that for making the next games. But I believe 100% Ridley was top 10. Ridley was top 10.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
I think he went on. I forget if Sakurai went on record, but I think, well, this is kind of getting into later discussion, but I think first place was by a landslide Sora.
Yeah, we know that.
Then I think second place was Banjo and Kazooie.
Really, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Not
I
sure.
believe it, but
I forget where I don't know where I did that. So,
That
dude,
was
source,
before
dude,
the,
trust me.
Nintendo Lab.
Banjo was definitely high up there. Banjo for sure was high up there.
Mhm.
And Goku was third.
Honestly, maybe.
Probably.
I would believe it. And then Bayonetta was like
Mhm.
74th.
There, top 5 in Europe. There you go.
Yeah, I have since watched LPs of her games, and they're okay, but I don't know. I just didn't feel excited when I was watching them too much, which is interesting because when the trailer for Bayonetta 3 finally released, I was just like, oh shit, this actually looks interesting. While the first two
It
games
was
were
her
just like,
hairstyle. They finally got it down.
It see the actually hack and slashy kind of games, like they look cool, but I don't think I'll get as much enjoyment playing something like Devil May Cry as I would just watching it. I don't know, 'cause, like
Mhm.
there's
You're
like
actually
it's
no good at it. I mean,
not to say I would say bad things about those, but I feel like there's not a whole lot there other than the flashiness, which to be fair is a huge selling point.
Do you feel the same way about games like Hyrule Warriors or the Dynasty Warriors series?
We don't
not
want to
just
get
because.
into my thoughts on Hyrule Warriors because holy shit, not great.
Okay,
Not
yeah,
great.
I've
I did not play Age of Calamity, but I did play the first Hyrule Warriors and the first Fire Emblem Warriors, and I did not finish either. I did not enjoy myself. That's the Warriors game that I actually liked is Persona 5 Strikers, which is barely a Warriors game.
Hmm.
I don't like the combat is fine, but I feel like some of the customization stuff that they do with the weapon crafting was I was like, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the drops or like the running around capturing points and so there's a fort being captured like all the way across the map, and you're fucked. Good job, you lose. Like, not a fan of that. And also they did a
Okay.
horrible job, especially with Fire Emblem Warriors, of getting a good roster. I'm sorry, there's like 11 characters from Fates, 9 from Awakening, and then 7 from Shadow Dragon. And then you get Lyn, Celica, and I think somebody else from one of the random, just like a run of the random choice. It's like, what is this roster? What are
You're not
you
wrong.
doing?
It's a valid flaw. It's a valid flaw. I still like the game. I've got it. I've put a lot of hours into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not perfect, but it's got good mechanics.
Yeah.
Like they work really well, and I think mechanically it might even be better than Fire Warriors, which has by far the superior roster in terms of all around fan service.
Oh yeah.
But mechanically, I think Few, as I like to call it, is a little bit more solid.
Yeah.
few.
So to each their own, I suppose. Few, just a few. Just a few characters from the first Fire Emblem game, and the rest are from Fates. Yeah,
The rest are from Fates.
So I think
Speaking
Warriors
of,
is a
yeah.
is a rough time.
Go on.
Sorry. Who?
You.
Oh. Okay. You? Oh, you. I mean, speaking of
Where do I start?
money, that's precisely it. I was going into Fire Emblem Warriors as I will buy it if Ike is in the game, which was a
Okay.
pretty good bet. And then it didn't happen, which uncanny nonsense. What?
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Fire Emblem for 20 years running.
Yep. Here you go.
See,
Anyway.
it's like we're on a bit of a tangent here, but we do that a lot. But it's interesting because I think Warriors is a project. It's an idea that so many things can use to tell a new story, tell a new system. Like it's great for crossover shit. Like if they balance it out better. But like Avatar: Last Airbender could easily get a good Warriors game. You could do a Smash Warriors. You could do Mario. You could do Pokemon. There's so many things that you could do with Warriors to just use less of the Warriors mechanics.
Wario Warriors is the one I'm looking
Wario
for.
Warriors.
Yes.
Yes.
God,
God.
that'd be awesome. Captain
mean,
Syrup.
If they Kingdom Hearts is the other one I wanted to mention. Is like that could do a really good Warriors game with Kingdom Hearts. Show the Keyblade War with that, or some other big crossover shit. Because the Kingdom Hearts timeline is a fucking messed up nonsense. We all know this. A Warriors game, like, they'll canonize it. Everything Kingdom Hearts is... Sora being in Smash is probably canon in some way. Because Kingdom Hearts is just like, fuck it. It all happens. It doesn't make any sense, but we'll figure it out. It's fine.
It's like the same level of Ryu just going, or like Street Fighter Ryu just going into any game he pleases. It's like, I'm here now, let's fight.
Yeah. Is
Doesn't
there
care.
any character in more crossovers across gaming than Ryu?
It's a good question.
Shovel Knight, maybe? Well, not quite, but still
Shovel Knight has
close.
made
He's got
quite a
quite-
few appearances. That is a good point.
He's had a few things, yeah. Ryu is now in Mega Man X Dive? What? Why? Stupid.
What's
Street
the
Fighter
dive, Mega
Warriors.
Man?
We can do that too.
Huh.
God.
Yeah,
Soul
we
Calibur
can.
Warriors. So many things can be done with it. But Final Fantasy Warriors.
Kind of surprised. Do you would you buy it? Because you've kind of sounded like you're a little bit
Depends.
not.
It depends on the gameplay. Like,
Sure.
the gameplay is sort of like, for Age of Calamity, I'll just like, okay, I might get this one because this one, like, showing what happens in the war before Breath of the Wild, that's really cool. And then there were leaks about the story, and I was just like,
Story sucks.
no, never mind.
Yeah.
Pass. I might
Yeah,
watch
hard
somebody
pass.
play it someday, but hard fucking pass. And then there's Fire Emblem Three Hopes, another Fire Emblem Warriors game that's another like a Three Houses story. I was like, oh, that could be interesting. What storyline are they gonna do for it? It's like, oh, there's another avatar, and oh, it's split paths again. Oh god, no, pass. Stop it.
It's difficult to inject like an already existing story and have another one just be put into the bit. A mid-quel, like you call it.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Three Hopes was an opportunity for a golden route. They had an opportunity, instead they're just like, let's make another angsty avatar who hates Byleth for whatever fucking reason, and the war is still gonna happen, and you still have to pick one of the three sides. Like, cool. No, I already did this.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. I might watch somebody play it, but I'm passing.
I feel yeah. I mean, gameplay is all too important, and they do strike it correctly in these crossovers more often than not. It's just that and maybe it's because I'm older now, and have so little time to game, but I want some intelligence in the story if there's a story in the games that I'm investing in.
With a company called Intelligent Systems, you'd think you would get that.
Doing the Paper
Fine.
Mario games, the last 3 ones were great.
Where's the marketing for
Sticker Star.
Codename Steam?
Man,
Oh, there wasn't any. Huh.
nope, because Sticker Star was the better game. A+ 3DS title.
You could go to jail for that.
Just-
What?
That kind of
Sometimes you-
opinions might get you in trouble with if you go around saying that kind of thing.
I intentionally left Sticker Star behind in California. I was like, I don't want this
Yep.
game anymore.
Oh, abandoned.
It's like, fuck
Toss
this
it.
shit.
Also
It's so
hates
bad.
it. Yep.
You know what's not bad,
Trevor
though?
picked me up afterwards, and yeah.
The second
What's
Smash
up?
Ballot winner that was added to Smash 4. That wasn't bad
Second.
at all. Yeah, I mean, quote unquote second. They weren't really a winner, but they did say that this character came from the ballot for Smash 4. Because we got
Corrin?
Bayonetta. No, we got Corrin was an advertisement. Again, at least they play fun. But Bayonetta was the Smash 4 quote unquote winner. But the other character they added, they said like, well, we got a lot of requests for this series, but the characters were split. Because to be fair, there's a lot of fucking characters, and each game has a different cast. Or just like,
Fire
but the
Emblem.
one that we got the most for was Cloud, not Fire Emblem.
Solid. Yeah.
That was Corrin. We just talked about this. But they added in Cloud, which broke the internet. Which is like, what?
Amazing.
Is,
It was truly. I didn't think it would happen. I didn't think it
nobody
would
did.
happen.
Cloud is one of those characters that anytime you see them on a leak or roster, you're just like, ha, fake. They won't add Cloud, and then they fucking added Cloud.
It was like
It still
a
doesn't
moment.
feel real sometimes.
What were you gonna say?
No, that was it.
I was gonna say it was like a moment of like it's poetry. It rhymes. Like there's this old animation. I'm sure you've seen it. It's called Brawl Taunts.
Oh yeah.
And one of the moments,
Yeah.
hey guys,
Gino's gonna
it'd be
blow up
awesome in
Japan.
Brawl if like they put in Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, and then Ike punches the guy, and then now we go to 2015. And it's like, oh, Cloud's in Smash, and he uses his Final Smash on Ike just to spite him for that moment. It just felt like you come full circle.
A beautiful rhyme. Perhaps intentional, we'll never know.
I mean, Ike was also the character that a lot of people that were in like the palette. I forget what it's called. Like the people that like they did hacks to like do alternate costumes and different shit. Ike was the one that they would turn into Cloud because I mean, who else are you gonna do? But I don't
Big
think.
sword,
Yeah,
spiky hair.
it's like if there had been leaks at the time, nobody would have believed it. It was like no, come on, give us something believable. Like fucking Banjo-Kazooie or
Pixie,
something. I don't know.
Banjo-Kazooie.
But like
Missed
Smash
his
Bros.
game a lot.
Ultimate broke a lot of fan expectations with the characters they added. A lot of characters that none of us thought would ever happen. Cloud, King K. Rool, Ridley, Steve, Sephiroth.
A lot of fan rules out the window.
Yeah, like the fan rules have crumbled. There's still a couple like an assist trophy will be playable in this thing in third assist trophy. Or nor fourth party characters. But those are the only rules still standing. That's it.
Really extreme.
One of my rules got shattered of not more than one third party character from the same series.
Yep.
Damn it.
Hello, Sephiroth.
Damn it.
Done.
I was willing to
Dun,
accept
dun,
an Echo,
Victor,
but then
and-
Sephiroth happens like, you couldn't have at least given us somebody from a different Final Fantasy. We couldn't have had Yuna or Cecil. No, we got 2 from 7. Really? Okay, fine.
It was
kind of freaking awesome anyway, but yeah.
No matter what, Cloud just can't get away from Sephiroth. Every time he tries to go somewhere new, Sephiroth follows. It's unending, and it's probably much like Sora. It's probably also canon.
tale as old as
Nomura
time.
is crazy. Yes.
Yep. Beauty and the Beast will be in Smash Brothers.
Mrs.
these
Potts
days.
is an assist trophy.
There's the Disney Smash Bros. Again.
I did make a Pokemon
Yeah,
Pokeball
yeah.
submission for a Poltegeist a while back, so
Hmm.
they could do the
So-
same thing I wrote there. But Ultimate came around. We got a
Top
lot more
spirit.
characters from the Smash Ballot. As mentioned, we got the Belmont Bros, Simon. We got Richter. We got K. Rool. We got Dark Samus. We got Chrom. What the fuck's Chrom? There he is.
Cinnamon.
We got Banjo-Kazooie. We got fucking Ridley. Fuck
Mhm.
yeah! And of course,
Mhm.
I don't who's this last one we got? Some weird kid called like Surey or something. I don't know. He looks like some kind of Italian
Sakurai?
soup or something. I don't know who this is. He wears clown shoes. I think that's kind of weird. I don't know.
Got some belts.
He's got. Wait, he's got a couple belts. He's got a lot of zippers. It's like, why do you
Classic.
have? Why do you have a zipper belt, kid? Like, what's wrong? What's going on in your life to make you have a zipper belt? That ain't right. You can do better.
Think personal.
But yeah, Sora was our real winner for the Smash Ballot. I'm sure some of these other ones like were super high up, like Ridley being top 3. I absolutely fucking believe, or at least in the top 10, he had to be there. Same with K. Rool, Banjo had to be up there.
I would think so, yeah.
Probably the biggest surprise to me is that
Not
they
great,
pulled Chrom from the ballot. It's like, you don't think we have enough Awakening characters? Like, I feel like 3 is too many from Awakening. Especially when 2 of them were just Marth.
Exactly. It's kind of funny, I guess, that they picked Chrom out of there. I think there was just a lot of outcry from expectations around the time Awakening came out. People really thought Chrom was going to be the rep. And Kelly, I think you and I have had discussions even at times about how, like, we were surprised maybe to see that Robin and Lucina were the selections rather than Chrom, and Chrom got kind of done a little dirty in that trailer. Like, I think that maybe inspired some fan sympathy, but I struggle to believe that he was a top selection.
Yeah. I think they were just looking for another Echo they could do, and they saw that he had votes. It was like, oh yeah, we could do that.
Most likely.
It was like I'll agree that Crown definitely got dirty in that trailer, despite it was a little funny.
It's
It
a
was a
little.
little funny, but personally,
There was
yes.
sorry. I was gonna say there's that was kind of uncanny because it predicted like 9 out of 12 or something like that, like really close, but then it had Crom in it.
Oh,
So that kind of further amplified the.
yeah, Gematsu and everything.
Anyway, that's another topic, but still.
Where's our chorus kid?
Seriously.
Oh!
I believe that Gematsu they had a legit leak, but it was early, and things just changed. I mean, that's what happens. Like, there's a lot of leaks out there for the MCU movies, and Jonno and I, we look at them. We look at the leaks, and sometimes you can tell, like, okay, that like these things that happened, this person was wrong, but they got so many of these other things right. There's no way that they did not have inside information. It's just cuts happen.
Yeah,
things changed. Happens all the time.
The Awakening tangent reminds me that I voted for a Fire Emblem character in the ballot as well.
Which one?
It wasn't Crom, but it was Old Hubba. Anyway.
Okay.
I was thinking you were going to say, like, I know you're a fan of the Fire Emblem series in general, so I was thinking you were going to say somebody like Sigurd or Ranulf for you especially, given that it's been your avatar for many, many years and on and off, of course. But
Merlinus as well.
Merlinus, yeah, definitely a definite contender for Smash Bros, I would think.
So
Me too.
You guys mentioned how you thought it was weird that we got Lucina and Robin over Crom. But like for me, I was just like, I'm okay with, like, at the time I don't think I had played Awakening yet. But having played Awakening twice now, I actually think Robin and Lucina were the two better choices to add in, because at least from my recollection of the game, Crom's kinda not super interesting, or at least he wasn't to me. Whereas Lucina having the whole time traveler thing, it's like, hey, our world's fucked up, listen, we got shit to do. And then Robin being a mage while also being able to be a good strategist and everything. I thought that was a lot of fun. We didn't really have magic characters in Smash. I think, like Zelda was our one before Smash 4. It's like, okay, we need some more of this. Come on. And I thought Robin was a good choice for that. Lucina was fun. If we had gotten a third one from Awakening, I was personally pulling from Tiki. Like, Tiki would have been great. And
really cool selection.
As well. It reminds me a little bit of that. One of my complaints about Awakening is that before I played it, I had the impression from the internet that Tiki and Tharia were going to have big parts of the game. They were going to be really important characters because everybody always fucking talked about them. I play the game. I get to Tharia's introduction chapter. I recruit her. And then the game proceeds to never talk about Tharia ever again. It's like, what? Okay. Now, to be fair, it does that for almost the entire cast. If you're not Crom, Lissa, Robin, or Frederick, you're not in the plot.
No.
Like, what the fuck is this game? Or Lucina as well. It's like,
kind of the difficulty with that so much screen time, and then most of that is dedicated to the core group. So, I know the support conversations, I think that's just kind of a problem. Not a problem, maybe so much as just how it's designed, but that just seems to be how it is for most of the Fire Emblem games.
Right. Which, I mean, I get it, when you have a huge cast of characters, it's hard to actually, like, give them things to do. But they could have at least had them, like, pop... Like, when they were going to Pleasure, they could have had Daria be like, hey, so can you tell us a little bit about this area? Things to look out for? Oh, hey, don't stay out of this desert because there's giant sand scorpions or something. I don't fucking know. It's a desert country. They are invading, essentially, or counterattacking, whatever. They could have easily gotten intel from her or Henry, and yet they don't ask. It's like, what the fuck?
Part of
Three
the trick
Houses did a better job with it, but
yeah, that's true.
Like these. Go ahead, Jake.
Part of the trick of, like, the Fire Emblem writing, I think, is, like, all of the characters are meant to be, like, you can have any of them die at any time in the story. So it's tricky, especially if you're relying on, like, for example, like in a conventional or traditional RPG, you'd probably have like a guide character that is like, yeah, this is my story arc. You are coming here for my purpose. Like,
Yep.
let me show you around, like Tharia or like Henry. But if you are playing on like what's the classic mode, I guess it is in Fire Emblem, like maybe then you don't have a Tharia or a Henry by that time. So
True.
who's showing you around, and you can't really rely on that story arc point anymore.
True. It's a fair point. But
But it is definitely jarring.
like a few of us here, we have a little bit of a background in programming. We know things that they can do. It wouldn't be that difficult for them to have a if else in there. Be like, hey, if Tharia alive, Tharia speak here. If Tharia not alive, then there's a line about how we got some information from one of our spies.
Totally. And I think that generally, I think that is the purpose served by the what is it in English? The paralogue characters or paralogue chapters and stuff like that. Like if you fulfill, or the Gaiden chapters as they are so often called in the community. Like you get by having this character, or by fulfilling this condition, you get to do that story. So, but the main story, usually,
I know older ones had more like some branching paths with their paralogue chapters. Like I know Lynn's game, there's some like you can only unlock this chapter by doing X thing or having X character. Awakening's just like, oh, you made it to this point of the story? Here's a paralogue. Like, okay. And none of them besides the children ones or Tiki's really do. Actually, none of them do anything for the story. The first 3 are nothing, and then everything else is a recruitment chapter.
They are better than the Fates answered for having child units.
God, fucking
It's a whole other.
So stupid.
Like, place your children in this dimensional pocket and grow them at record speed.
And then your avatar
precious
character
moments of time away
can
from
romance your best friend's child. That's not weird at all.
Pretty normal in most of the 50 states.
I didn't say it, but
anyway,
I'm not saying it. Bye, Kelly.
Oh,
I guess Kelly didn't like us insinuating bad things about waifus.
I think it was a technical difficulties moment.
I'm just going to assume he got upset that I don't like Corin dating his friend's children. Same with Robin. Why is Robin romancing Lucina? I know it's a popular ship, but I call questions.
Should romance Frederick, the guy. King character, right?
I mean, female Robin.
What a personality.
I don't know. I know I would probably put the torch for some things I say, but I don't care. Fight me. Oh no, you put me over a pyre. Well, guess I don't have to pay taxes next year. I don't care.
Not like you have this year, just like Yoshi.
I have no
That's
popularity.
Yoshi's
I don't have
story,
anything
all right.
to care about. Fuck it.
Here's a few people that have found our podcast. They love us. Eric.
If you love us, comment why, and I'll judge you for your reasoning. Anywho,
It's because
off the awakening tangent. Smash Ballot. So we got a lot of great characters, and they still know more that are going to be up there that they could easily pull forth for the next Smash if we get another fucking Smash. I'm sure we will, but when and in what form it's going to look? Because Jonno and I talked about this, and we're just like, man, I don't know what the fuck you do in a post-Ultimate world. It's like, if they can get everybody back, that'd be amazing. But considering they nearly didn't get Cloud back for the base roster, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. I will add, running back past the Fire Emblem tangent into the Bayonetta discussion. It's funny. I think that Bayonetta would have been much more warmly received back during Smash 4 had her and Cloud's releases just been reversed.
Yeah,
if
I would
Cloud
believe
were
that.
the final character. I mean, it was just such it was a tepid end to Smash 4, regardless of whether Bayonetta was a good addition or not.
I think Corrin would have also
But-
been better received if, one, he happened before Cloud, but and
Mhm.
two, also if he happened after the American release of the game, which would have been after Bayonetta released for Smash. But
Yeah.
if we could have like,
Yeah.
if his game had just like released sooner, it's like I don't like I just like with Roy, I don't like adding in a character that hasn't even released. It's like this is clearly a ploy to get people to buy the upcoming game. Not a fan of that. I'm not, especially with
I
Corrin as a
agree.
character. Oof.
One can argue that
Fates.
even Violet
Not a game with great
just
writing.
advertising pretty much. But
At
yeah.
least Three Houses had been out for like a year by the time Violet was out of the Smash.
Mhm. I agree. But yeah, I mean, forward looking, as you were saying. Sorry to interject.
But even when it comes to Fire Emblem characters, it's kind of funny how things have shifted over time with the perception. Because before, like at first, hey Kelly,
Remember that?
Reverse your video now because now you're right set up.
now he's back to being right side up. Yeah, with Fire Emblem, it's funny how the fortunes have reversed, so to say, because in Melee, like we were so close to not getting Marth and Roy.
Yeah.
And then it's really, well, I think it's a big part of why Fire Emblem actually even made its way here
it is.
because of Melee, for sure.
Smash is great for introducing people to new characters and games.
Totally.
It's the only reason
And
I
so
play
it's
Persona.
funny how like with Melee, like it was the big introduction, and having Marth and Roy really paved the way, and Ike was so popular, and then just Marth and Ike for a little while. And then Roy came back eventually, but then we started getting more and more and more and more and more Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah.
And, you know, as I think we've talked about before as a group, and I'm sure you guys have talked about on the show, like there are other characters, other weapon types, other weapon triangle, like the whole weapon triangle thing, big part of Fire Emblem.
Mm-hmm.
And like the novelty of like, you know, representing the taking turns with the counter, I think wears off when every character has the same counter.
I am so sick of counters. I'm sick of teleports. I am sick of reflectors. I'm sick of tether recoveries.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Teleport's
fine.
It's like Fire Emblem, it's not the number of characters really that's the problem. It's the lack of variety in them. 4 of them are Marth. What the fuck?
It would really be nice to see, like you were saying a little bit about Robin, another magic user like Micaiah, or like or a lance user like Ephraim, or anybody else really. So
or
not to draw too much on about Fire Emblem, but
it's like we've done it.
It gets to the point where you almost want
on this podcast.
It almost gets to the point where it just deserves its own Fire Emblem based fighting game.
Gee,
which could probably
there was a crossover Fire Emblem game.
30 characters and 24 of them are Marth.
Oh, I mean 3 games in a crossover game. That'd be... Oh man, there's just so few.
What are you saying, sorry?
They censor Tharia.
I was talking about Fire Emblem Warriors, Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't really a fighting game as much as it was a...
No, but it is a good crossover concept.
Yeah. But just like what Nick's saying is to try to represent the different classes.
Yeah.
Very...
I came up with the concept for a Fire Emblem fighting game like a year or 2 ago, where it was like it kind of takes a little bit of lead from like the versus Capcom series. You have like 3 characters that you choose, but like you choose like one character to be like a lord, then you have like 2 other characters that you choose. It's like your lords, they're I don't remember what I had to make them to be different, but it's something that set them apart. But you always had to have one of them and 2 of the other people. So like you could choose to have Chrom be your lord, but then your 2 additional characters could be, say, trying to think of what some of these other characters are. You could have Florina as one of them, or you could throw in
Lucas or Savita.
Yeah, assign a main character and then 3 backup characters.
Right, pretty much. And it's like that. Like there would be some characters like you would have boss fights that was like, okay, here's like a boss lord like Medeus, who finally, after over 5 years, Medeus has been added to Fire Emblem Heroes. What the fuck took so goddamn long?
Insist.
Jesus. We're still waiting on Nurgle, though. Nurgle's still not in. But and then they would you would fight against just them, but they would be enhanced. Maybe he starts with like a human form, and then you turn into a dragon. You keep fighting, but he has higher stats, higher HP. You're trying to take him down. I think that would have been a really good way to do a Fire Emblem fighting game. I had a roster written down somewhere, but hell if I know where it is now.
Maybe we should do like a Fire Emblem air ride where you play as 3 Pegasus Knights in a big city, trying to collect a bunch of stat boosts and then fight a big dragon afterwards.
Great idea.
Which I think it's Hubert in Three Houses where you find out one of his swords that like he wishes that he wants to ride on a Pegasus. It's like like his secret dream is to be a Pegasus rider. It's like, oh my god, Hubert Pegasus rider. I want this so goddamn bad. He's one of my favorite characters from Three Houses. I love him. He's terrible, but he's also really funny.
He's pretty slimy, that guy.
One of his best supports, oddly enough, is with Bernadetta. Like, she's terrified of him, and he's just like, I'm legit trying to help you. What the fuck? Is it my face? It's probably my face. Like, poor Hubert.
But your favorite character is Ferdinand von Ayer.
Isn't everyone's?
God,
I'm
no.
Ferdinand von Ayer.
Let me just borrow this.
Anyway.
Thanks, Meta Knight. Appreciate it.
There you go. Smash Ballot.
Smash Ballot. We didn't get another one during Ultimate, and I'm sad about it. But next Smash
I'd like to maybe ask a question. Do you guys think, like, when it comes to something like the Smash Ballot, like maybe early on in the episode we had been saying together that, you know, as kids, like, you wrote into Sakurai and you wrote like your fan letter and you said, oh, I really want to have XYZ character in there. I'd love to have some character. Please consider for Smash. And like the Smash Ballot was a cool way of kind of keeping the spirit of that alive. Yeah. But in 2022 or current year, do you think like the internet culture would be able to take a Smash Ballot seriously, or do you think it was already kind of crumbling by Smash 4?
I think they absolutely can. I mean, look at who we got. Look who we got in the last one. We got K. Rool. We got Sora, the Belmonts, Banjo, Ridley, Bayonetta, Dark Samus, Sora. I think they absolutely can't take seriously. Like, yeah, you're always going to have those Bodie McVoteface voters. That will never go away. It's impossible. But I think as a whole, people that are like actually really want something, they're going to vote for what they want. If somebody's just like, they're not like strictly, like if they don't have a character that they like actively really want, they just want to play the game, maybe they will just vote for a Corey in the House or a Home Depot. The Smash Brothers Reddit was weird for a time. They probably still are. I don't know. I haven't looked at them in a long while. But around that time, man, those were their 2 big jokes. Like, okay, all right, whatever, guys. But I don't like those votes will never stop. But I think overall, we'll still get a lot of serious stuff. I don't necessarily think they need to do another one just yet. Maybe like if we get another Smash game, maybe after that, do another ballot type thing, because then they would have added in, let's say, another 20-ish character. Just like, okay, you've pulled out a lot of the popular ones. You kind of need a refresh on what we want. Unless they do like a big old wipe across the board. It's like, okay, reboot because we can't bring everybody back. So
not everyone is here.
I have a hard time believing the next game will be an Ultimate 2 situation.
No.
Cloud, Sora, some of them are less likely to come back than others. Square might be willing to play a game now that they have several DLC or several other characters in, but Sora was a Disney fight. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
and
Square's making.
You never know with Konami right now. Hey guys, do you want Snake or do you want a pachinko machine?
But
Chapter 3 Peace. Metal Gear fans. Yeah.
I think Jacob raises a really good question, because if you really boil it down, this is nothing new. Like, Japan's been holding, like, in their magazines, like these fan polls for years. Like, who do you want to see most for Brawl or for Smash 4, and then they always write in. But I think the Smash Ballot was different because it kind of had that presentation and that kind of wow factor, where like you kind of feel like your engagement matters.
Yeah.
In a way, so.
And it was an official poll too. This wasn't just like a fan site or fan magazine or some guy on Twitter.
Global appeal.
Totally.
So if they were to do something like that again, I don't know, you'd have to kind of dress it up to make it feel like not just like, oh, I want X character. You might have to do it more like maybe have like a tournament or something, like kind of little options. I don't know, just something to kind of give it more appeal.
Yeah.
If they did it at all, that's the kind of like, should they, will they, won't they? I don't know. Do they even need it anymore? That's another good point.
Not in the immediate future, because like we didn't get one after Brawl. We actually, it was. I think there was actually something during the Melee days, but
yeah,
it was like very small, and it was only Japan as well.
I thought it was the Smash Dojo before it was the Smash Dojo was like a poll for your ideal next character for Smash, and by the time the Dojo came out, like
it was site. I believe it.
Was that for Melee, Jake?
Like just after Melee into the Brawl time, I think, because obviously, like with the Dojo, like I remember running home from school every day and checking like what was the next thing, or like staying up late to see it refreshed or whatever. So I remember those days really well and really fondly. So it's always something interesting. There's always something that they try to do something a little different. Like they had the daily screenshots, they had the Smash Dojo, they had presumably whatever came after Melee. I think it was a poll, and I think that if and when and whether we get another Smash Brothers game, it might be interesting to see what kind of the next thing is. Like, yeah, a tournament would be kind of cool, because maybe instead of a open-ended write-in ballot, you get something
give you like 16 choices.
Yeah, and like
Waluigi finally wins.
Oh, he won't be an option. What are you talking about?
Zantok, you run polls for our group of friends all the time.
And when I ran it,
they're a blast. Like we have a lot of fun, kind of ribbing each other over like, oh, I can't believe you guys voted for this game over that game, like whatever. Like my favorite got eliminated, so I'm gonna spite vote after you guys. Like
there could be a lot of that contention too.
I think that could be fun, or maybe it could be people get really salty about it.
On a global scale,
I always like seeing what people, when I do these polls, like I like to see what people's their reasonings are. But I know very few people post. I mean, that's fine. Nobody has to. I'm pretty goddamn sure there's some spite voting. I'm pretty goddamn sure there's been a lot of spite voting sometimes. So it's like, goddamn it, guys, come on.
I think it's just gentle, like friendly stuff for us. But yeah, on a global scale, I could easily see that becoming a little bit salty and a little bit contentious quickly. So
I've gotten salty at some results. I have, especially at the force me to play a game poll. I'm just like, motherfuckers, you voted this one out. And it's like, really? That game is still in? Oh my god. But I also know that, like, for the two that we've done, someone's like, okay, I don't want that game to win, but I also know it's not making it past round 2. So even though it won round 1, it's like, okay, it's fine. It's not making... Why is it in round 3?
You're going to breathe a little easier, and then, uh-oh.
Yeah. There's been times, like, I tell Jonno a lot, because, like, I don't want to make... with those ones, because I normally like to post publicly what I vote for on each one. Because one, I like to try and kick out the discussion, but two, the transparency for the tie vote simulator. But when it comes to those, I do not, because if somebody sees me going like, oh, he doesn't want to play this game, everyone's gonna
bandwagon it,
and that's why I can't do that. I showed Jonno mine because I need to have it go to like, okay, somebody needs to know what I did, and then sometimes I'll tell Jonno, it's like, man, please, dear God, I hope this game doesn't win. Fucking Christ. I'm not going to say anyone specifically right here, because I'm sure there'll be another poll eventually. I don't want it to do those games to do well, so I'm not gonna mention them. No.
A big brain moment.
I mean,
Yep.
it's not that big of a brain, but
Oh, don't
it's
be
like
modest.
the first poll I did though was actually for what character you want to see added to Smash's DLC, and this was before Joker was revealed. I think it might have been after Joker was revealed. I don't remember for sure, but I know I didn't have Joker in the
Why not
poll.
the one?
I think I had Jack Frost from Shin Megami Tensei in the poll though. And we had, I think it was 128 characters in it, and the winner was Amaterasu, and I was just like, okay, did not expect that, but I guess a lot of us are voting for Q. Sure, there's no criteria. People can vote however they want. I was like, all right, didn't expect that one. Sure, but I did get upset when certain characters got beat, like Spyro.
Or when Amaterasu beat Gino in their first matchup.
I was
Manifesting.
salty.
Manifesting
I
ultimate.
was salty on that one. I've watched Okami be played. I don't think I'll play it for myself. It's like, okay, I kind of got the experience I need from it, but really,
Yep. Yes. Yep. It happened. It was a good time.
Hmm.
That was fun.
okay,
Um.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. Next Smash Ballot: Waluigi versus Nobi Boy for the final two, and Nobi Boy wins.
Probably.
Stretch.
I mean,
Nobi Boy stretches out.
we're kidding ourselves if we think Sakurai will put Waluigi as like one of the 16 characters in this bracket. No, it's gonna be shit like. I mean, I say shit, but some of these are actually good options. Like we're going to have Dixie Kong in there. We'll probably have Bandanity. They can't do any third parties in there.
Bangalore.
Actually, they wouldn't be able to do that if we did it this way, because there's no way they'd be like, okay, we're gonna make a deal with you to put Phoenix Wright as a possible character to be out of the Smash, but only if the voters vote for him. They can't do something like that. So it'd have to be Nintendo characters only. But I mean, there's still a wealth of good
Gatekeeper.
options of Nintendo characters. People talk about how we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm just like, if you think that, then you don't know Nintendo games.
Goomba stack. Yeah. Pianta.
Doctor
Goombas.
Three Goombas in a trench coat. Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Dolphin.
Dr. Dolphin. Anybody can be a doctor.
Yeah.
I can see
Fit
Zantok.
Jr. riding a cart.
Zantok's delight.
So, cab driver Waluigi instead of
Reese
Waluigi.
from Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon.
There you go.
You mean Katarina?
That choice.
I mean, Hilda from Genealogy of the Holy War.
There's a
One
character.
of the least liked characters. She's terrible.
Anyway, what were you saying? The tournament?
Oh,
16 characters?
yeah, I was thinking like if they did something like with a tournament, they would only be able to put Nintendo characters on it because they can't like make a deal with them to come and be like, hey, we're gonna do this poll and we're gonna put Master Chief as an option for people to vote for. But if he doesn't get the votes, then we're not gonna put him in Smash. Thanks for letting us put him in the poll, though. Like that would not go over well in negotiations. There'd be no fucking way. So it would just be like 16 Nintendo characters. Like, okay, who do you want to see? Which it's fine, but
I actually,
Waluigi.
yeah.
something I
Jake's
want.
question yeah, sorry.
No,
No,
go on.
continue, please. I was going to go into a totally different tangent.
No, go.
So,
So
okay. Jake's question, talking about writing a letter to Sakurai or whatever as a little kid, using that as a springboard into what we just talked about.
Shit.
I will point out, I don't have the picture. I wonder where it is, if it suffered in a house fire or something. But Nintendo Power used to run like during the pre-Melee days leading up to the hype of that game release. They had several articles, written in the front page section where you can write to Nintendo, or rather to Nintendo Power, about who you want to see in Smash and blah blah blah, like what characters you want to see in Smash Bros. Melee.
Baby Bowser.
I was 6 years old and drew a picture of Pac-Man fighting Mario and sent it in to him, and I recall that was published. And
Wow.
many years later, it became reality. So I mean, there you go.
Got your name in the prophet.
That's
Yeah.
super
Was this-
cool.
Yeah.
Did you draw Pac-Man, Jonno, like Pizza Pac-Man? Like as
As
he
you're
was.
on like Pac-Man World, Pac-Man.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yep.
Very good.
So my
Profit.
question was going to be, if you were a child and wrote a similar letter, who would you have voted for?
Oh,
Gino.
Yeah, yours would have been the same.
Never
I knew
stop.
it.
After
I mean, honestly,
Melee, actually, I have a not the same because I certainly didn't have the similar like artistic talent that you actually had at that time and do like to this day, like or the aspirations to do that kind of artwork. But I do recall writing an email, not a letter, but an email to Nintendo. I think probably Nintendo of America as a kid after I saw Young Link come out in Melee, and I was like, what if you added Young Zelda also to the same? So I was just like, I think this needs to be there for completeness. My child brain thinks that Young Zelda should also be there because you have a Young Link. So
What if they did Tetra?
I can't remember if it was before. I think it would have been before Wind Waker came out.
oh wow.
Because I don't think I would have been. I think it was like really when I had like the first formative kind of thoughts about like being online and stuff like that, and not. I think that would have had to have been before before Wind Waker came out, but I can't recall. The timing is hazy since that's over 20 years ago now,
So
or close to 20.
What?
It's like Zelda.
Oh, God.
Zelda needs more characters in Smash. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Alfonso.
We had
Leave it
Toon
to
Link
me.
and Brawl, which was arguably a Young Link replacement at the time, and then there's been nothing new since. Like, what the fuck? Tetra is one of those characters that I think could easily be a good new character from the Zelda series for Smash. You could do Tetra, you could do Midna. There's Skull Kid, there's Tingle. There's so many good options. They need
Tetra
to
seems
do
like she
something.
would have been a no-brainer
Yeah.
around the Brawl time frame, but or well with Twilight Princess Midna also, because she was very popular around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Less so, I think now. Like I think some of the characters that maybe were surging in popularity have waned since then from the Zelda series. Like Girahim, for example, was
Oh yeah.
like a big contender around the time that Smash 4 came out, I think.
I never had the hype for Girahim or for Groose.
But I think that like because it was the newest game in the series, people were like, "Oh yeah, they're a shoe-in. They if we're getting a new Zelda rep, it's going to be Girahim or it's going to be this person."
It's a cyclical thing.
We did get Twilight Princess HD on the Wii U, and Wind Waker as well. They're both missing from Switch, but whatever.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But
They might need to fill the gap.
Yeah, you also mentioned earlier, like Jonno pointed the same thing about the whole. You asked if you think that people on the internet can be serious on a poll like that, trying to figure out what people want to have in Smash. Well, what if we did that? We're not now. It's not
Tonight.
happening. It's not happening. But John and I have talked in the past about how at some point we want to do something like that. We want to have like a poll to see what people want to have, and we would just like blast it across the internet because we only have like 2 viewers and it's each other. But we would love to see like what kind of things people actually want to have in and talk about the results, kind of go over them. And like another way I want to do it is you don't just pick one character, because come on, we want more than one character. My dream way of doing it would be to have you submit 12 characters, because original Smash 12 characters, and if you can, rank them, because whoever is in your top spot will get more points than whoever's in your second or your third or fourth. That way you can be like, hey, I want this character the most, but I also want these characters, and more people could want your number 2 or your number 3 than could want your number 1, so they might do better in the polls. Where if you could just like, all right, write down 12 names and they all have equal amount, even if you want like different ones more than the others. That's how I would like to do that. But this is something that's like in the future. If I was a guess, we probably wouldn't even do it until like another game gets announced, probably.
When the hype cycle is high.
Exactly. And when
That's me.
everybody
That
else is also doing it at the same time.
Longing makes the heart grow stronger, as they say. Please understand.
Directly to you.
All of our golden bananas, yes.
I'll make sure you get the best Star Fox puppet. Slippy.
Thank you. Oh. That's what it'll sound like.
Jonno gets to be Miyu. And Jake is Leon.
Excellent.
I want to be
Lester
Panther.
is gonna be
You're Leon.
General Pepper.
Nope. I'm General Scales.
I guess I'll be Bill because a Fox in Space portrays him as Canadian. A boot.
There you go.
Sure.
Come to the living room to discuss boot fucks.
Yeah, Star Fox Boot, the next game of the series.
Boot to the head.
God,
There
that
you
fucking
go.
video. Jesus.
We've covered a lot of topics tonight.
We have.
We have. Some on and some even off topic. Yes.
I'm very off.
Jonno!
Roughly 3/4 off. Yeah, what?
Jonno. Immediately add one character to Smash right now. Go. No thinking.
Frog Fuchsias.
Kelly.
Shell. Portal.
Jake.
Gino.
Fuck! Sly Cooper.
What a
Sure.
selection.
I was gonna say Chino.
Frog Fuchsias OP.
I knew you were going to say Gino, which is why I took it.
And then immediately after I said Sly, I
At
was
least
like, wait, no, what about all these other characters? Like, no, I said no thinking. Fuck.
No thinking.
At least I didn't say a fourth party, right?
Yes.
Like Owen Wilson.
Yes,
Chucky
at least you
Finster.
didn't say the Magic School Bus.
Morbius.
Pierce Brosnan holding a gun.
Did you? They actually
Golden Eye
edited.
from Golden Eye.
Golden Eye.
Fucking
Hmm?
Morbius. Jesus Christ. That's a train wreck right
Horrible
there.
Mhm.
Sony,
Especially for the
please
post-credits.
stop. Oh, they edited the
Mhm.
post-credit scene. Actually, they removed the line about Spider-Man. It's that they removed it from the theaters. That line is gone. It's like wow, it
Wow.
did that badly. Jesus.
This was a-
Christ.
This was a Morbius post-credit scene that everybody hated or something.
Yeah. Do either of you care if I say what the post-credit scene of the movie is?
I
Go
don't
for it.
mind.
Okay. So in the post-credit scene for Morbius, Michael Keaton's Vulture flies up in his full-on Vulture suit, which he didn't make. So how does he have it? Because he wouldn't have it anymore. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And he meets up with Morbius, and he says something to the effect of, "Yeah, I don't know how I got here. Probably something to do with Spider-Man, because that's not his world. He's from the MCU verse, but this is the MCU Vulture in Morbius's universe, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they took out the line of him saying, "I don't know how I got here." So I think they might have had him say like, "I don't know how I got here," but he no longer says something, probably because of something about Spider-Man. They removed that. It's like, wow, yeah, you guys realize that it doesn't make any sense. It does make sense for him to be there, but wow, at least you did.
I mean, I thought he
something.
was in jail as well. Like, I think.
Yeah, he was in prison in the MCU films, but then some inexplicable reason he's now in the Sonyverse, and I guess presumably got let go from whatever prison cell he would have appeared in, because I mean he doesn't exist in the record, so why is there this dude in our prison? Let him go, or something to that effect. And he
Strange
talks about
call.
how we should team up, we could do some good together. It's like, what? What is this? It's like, fucking
Seems strange.
Christ.
Yeah. Messy.
Yeah, I mean that's Sony. Strange, messy. They don't know what
Sonyverse.
they're doing. They need to stop.
Really looking forward to the next Barbie movie before the next Sony Spider-Man film.
Oh, don't you mean the next
Aren't we
Emoji
all?
movie?
Swan Lake 2, baby.
The next
Emoji 2,
Now,
Emoji
now
Harder.
you've gone and broke your cease and or your cease and desist,
Kelly.
your NDA.
Alright, well, the assassins have come for the Kelly. I'm sure one day we'll all have some jelly. Because they'll be dead.
Mhm.
My jelly
Some of us
stays
have
inside my
already.
guts. Thank you.
It is cherry flavored.
Ugh.
Because it's blood.
I might be in trouble.
Oh boy.
Go dark for a little bit.
I could be
They're-
taking
They're
roots.
jelly-filled
Anyway.
donuts, right, 4Kids? That's what we're talking about.
Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. Thanks, Brock.
4Kids, what a time, what a time. But
Cool.
anybody have anything else they want to say about the Smash Ballot, and just anything in regards to it before we go?
Yes.
Do you?
We hardly knew ya. It was a great time. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Yes, because Gino
Nah.
didn't get in.
I think that the Smash Ballot was like a really cool idea, and I'm really excited to see what, if anything, they choose to do as the next hype cycle gimmick for Smash. But yeah, the Smash Ballot, really cool idea, really interesting stuff, and it definitely inspired a lot of gatekeeping rules, interesting ideas about what can, what will, what won't, what can, what cannot.
We've had those rules since Melee and Brawl.
For sure. But yeah, a really cool thing, a really cool way of building the hype for sure, and it got a lot of interest. So good stuff.
It generated a lot of discussion.
Lots of fun.
Totally.
How about you, Kelly?
I think that was a really big pivotal year for Smash. Like I think they also had the invitational tournament at E3.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like a big like Brawl was also pretty big, but this was just like a new. How many years was it? Brawl came out in 2009.
Yeah.
And this was 6 years. No, this was 5 years later, 2014. So it just was a big jump in terms of just how much they were willing to put into it. So it was kind of a rejuvenation of the series in a new direction. So it was really hype.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure.
It was
I feel like when they were doing Smash Ballot, I think Ultimate was in production by then, or at least it was in opening discussions.
Yeah.
We know the Ultimate started before the DLC finished. It absolutely fucking did. And they were using it to try and figure out, well, shit, what do we do next?
It's kind of framed a little facetiously, but they made up for it with Ultimate. Absolutely. So no.
It felt like 4 walked. Sorry, John, to cut you off. I just said 4 walked so Ultimate could fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
Brawl
true.
tripped.
Oh, I mean Ultimate. Yeah.
Except for Smash Run. Bring back Smash Run because.
Bring back Smash Run, but put everybody on the same map.
Yes.
None of this, you're all on your own map bullshit. Give me the Kirby Air Ride experience with Smash Run.
More events, more polish, and it would be perfect.
Yeah. It could have been a real good
yeah.
mode. Instead, we got Smash Tour.
Yeah.
That was Wii U exclusive, and it will remain locked there for eternity.
It'll make its very own game. The one that's going to be where Smash goes next. It's just one big Smash tour. Smash Party tour.
Smash Kart.
More Animal Crossing than Mario. Yeah. Yes, please. I guess my final thought I'd like to share on it is, looking back at that time frame of the Smash Ballot happening in mid 2015, it was one of the last announcements that we got from Iwata. It was a pivot. It represented that kind of period of time. As much as we can critique Smash 4 for pretty much being the unlikely predecessor to Ultimate, no one really pays it much credence anymore since Ultimate is best shit in every single way imaginable, while retaining similar gameplay and graphics. So very clearly they just jumped right into development of Ultimate, and 4 was kind of just a jumping point. But it did represent a nicer time in Nintendo where they were more of a personality. So that fed into the hype too, having figureheads like Iwata still with us, or Reggie here in the States helping to run the Invitational. It was a very special time still, in spite of the ultimate result of it or whatever.
The ultimate result.
Fun. Yeah, precisely. And I'm looking forward to wherever we land next, because I think it's definitely a when will the next Smash happen. It's just one big if on
They're not going to
how,
let this
like,
cash cow die.
is it going to be right?
It's like how
it's just
Pokemon will
how
never
is it
end.
going to be portrayed? Mm-hmm.
It's just a question of how can you sustain it without, like you've seen with Ultimate, like
Yeah.
they've gone so
Mhm.
far. How can they reel it back in and not
Yeah.
crash under the pressure?
Personally,
Right.
I don't like. I know a lot of people always talk about like they have to do something different, and Nintendo is always wanting to like innovate and just never do the same thing all over again. Personally, I don't care. Just bring back as many people as you can. If you can't reach deals from some of them, fine. Whatever, I get it. But just you don't got to reinvent the wheel every time.
Mhm.
I think
Right.
Smash is fine. Just keep on adding. I'm not saying port Ultimate and add more things, but they don't have to like change the combat system or come at things at a new angle. Just keep as many characters and content as you can, and just add whatever you have the time for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. When we see that light reboot one of these days, we'll give us Smash Zero, like Star Fox.
God.
Gyro controls only.
The original 12
Oh.
only.
Yeah,
Oh.
and Rob.
No items.
And Rob,
Final
gyroscope.
destination. Fox only.
Gyro.
Yep.
Interested to see where it goes from there.
It will be. But one thing's for sure, we're going to play it, and we're probably going to talk about it, whether it's on this podcast or whatever. Our
Oh, yeah.
future television show, Food Network
Yeah,
production.
We're
Food
working
Network.
on a deal right now with Netflix. We're gonna get an animated
Mhm.
series. Oh, they're canceling all their animated series? Fuck. Well, we're done.
Netflix can use the support from us these days, it seems. So we'll see where that goes.
Netflix is gonna lose a lot of their people here in the future. I'm pretty sure.
Right, because we can't all be on the same account. So we're gonna.
And they're also
sort
adding
that out.
ads.
Ugh,
Oh.
Yeah.
abominable.
Like apparently
You're
there's gonna be
paying
like
for
a cheaper ad tier and then the more expensive like no ad premium tier. But they also just have been keeping upping their price. It's like, yeah, not buying into that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, there it is.
there it
What would a Zerda
is.
think? I mean, wow.
He thinks he needs to pay off his girlfriend.
Huh?
He ain't the only one.
Yeah, he isn't, is he? Yeah, you know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Well,
Well,
this off the court.
that's all we
Yeah.
got to say about the Smash Ballot. I would love to see another one be done in the future. Gino Give, obviously. But that's what we got here. Jake, Kelly, good to have you both on again. As always,
Yeah,
Jake, maybe
thanks,
we'll see
guys.
you sooner than like 2 years. Maybe. I don't know. I can only take so much of you.
That's pretty nice to have you back.
Let's hope so.
Both
Kelly,
of you.
I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
cover more of your Smashtopia characters at some point because I think there's still 5 we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That'll be good.
When I get around to it, whenever I can get it, because work's been keeping me busy, but eventually.
We slotted in somewhere in season 4, and we'll talk. We'll talk when we get there.
Our people talk to your people.
Oh yeah, our people are us, and yeah, we don't
Your
have-
people are Netflix.
Yes. Netflix
Jake
is
has
the
an
official
Netflix deal is
editor
off.
of the show now, so I don't have to do anything
Mhm.
anymore. Thank God. But
Oh, Kelly's the editor. Okay, perfect.
yeah, Kelly, you're our editor now. I'm looking forward to our animated intro.
Oh. What
Featuring
now?
Swan-
Yeah, it's
Swan Lakes,
you're gonna bring
Lister,
in
and
Swan
Lakes,
Lake.
too.
All right.
Nah.
As for
Yeah.
the next episode, though, it's Smashtopia time, so we're making another character moves, and here's the teaser. This next character has an amiibo
Boy.
that I recently got signed. And that's all I'm telling you. We'll see you all then. Bye, everyone.
Mewtwo?